It's Monday, the 21st of December. It's Christmas week. Hello, everyone. My thoughts go out. Well, it's not much, but I'm listening to the news about this new strain of the virus over in Britain. 70% more contagious or something like that. And the travel restrictions, my heart goes out to y'all folks over there. I wanted to get on and just talk for a minute because I forgot to mention some artists who we lost recently. We're losing people constantly. God knows who will lose today, and that's not a more morbid thing to say. That's a realistic thing to say, you know. Who will we lose today? But recently, a couple of musicians who are important but not household names. See, there's the lamp, how it looks like almost like a hat when I leave it there. Big deal. Stanley Colwell, pianist, educator. I only have a few things of his, but Brilliant Circles is the name of this album. And it really is correct. Brilliant. His playing and his sensibilities. No wonder he was an educator. These albums are top jazz albums. Just top albums, period. Two of my favorites. Now this one has some history. See that? Where it's all charred up? That's history. I've had this album since I was 19 years old. Bought it when it came out, and the deal is I moved out of home at 19 and moved in with my good friend Everett and his wife-to-be Marilyn, and they had an English or an Irish wolfhound. The dog was huge, and very quickly after I moved in, I stopped trying to live like we're all together with my records in the living room where the dog was eating them. And I put them in my room. I've never seen another copy of this to replace it with. This album is brilliant, like the title. We also just lost Albert Griffiths. Albert Griffiths and the Gladiators, another significant Jamaican artist. Albert Griffiths and the Gladiators were the first bona fide reggae stars to come to my hometown, Omaha. And the guy that brought them here is a friend of mine, Brant. I went to the show. It was incredible. The fellow here, I've mentioned it before, but the fellow in the hat right there behind Albert, Mello, he fell in love or got smitten by a woman while he was here and left the tour and stayed in Omaha and married this woman. He and I consequently ended up in a band together, a reggae band. He painted my house. I still hear from him every now and then. He's got deported back to Jamaica about 15 years ago. But Albert Griffiths, important reggae star, roots reggae, message, symbol of reality. You know, he kept it real like Bob Marley. He was a messenger. So it was in his 70s. Rest in peace, Albert. Ain't gonna stay long. Last night I pulled up an old album. This is one of my favorites, and it's actually an album that I used to learn guitar from. John Cipollina's vibrato intrigued me way more than Eric Clapton's. I've put it in that context because of the time, 68, 69. Cream was all the rage. And I liked Cream mainly for the rhythm section. But Cipollina's guitar on here is amazing. The B-side, the Trip, or the Fool. That's what it is. It's a trip. It's a long song on the B-side, the Fool. Great album. So yesterday, I had to go and get some gloves. I had lost one of my gloves. I hate when that happens. I was leaving the record store the other day. thought I had everything and get home and only have one glove. So because of my circulation, I've got to have gloves. So I went to Target on my way to Recycled, because Recycled had a record he was holding for me, and I said, well, let me go pick it up. So I went to Target, bought the gloves, and I know that they're doing these exclusives now with Walmart and Target with records. And it's another product. You know, some people in the vinyl community have been having issues with people buying these records, and that's ridiculous. It's no one's business. But anyway, what I thought was that if they have this in the record department, I'm going to get it. And they did. They had 2 copies left of Jimi Hendrix Experience Winterland. This particular edition is exclusive to Target, and that's why I grabbed it. It has a very nice lithograph of the band. Nice picture, not one that's often seen. And again, for us people who like the colors, it's a beautiful orange. And yes, that was part of what I wanted. It's like, I just like looking at that. It's a great record. It's a great performance. Jimi Hendrix the band was on fire. He's very comfortable. You can hear it in the banter in between songs. The version I've already experienced on here has a wonderful guitar freak out on it at the beginning. It goes for several minutes. So the whole idea that there are some people who want to make fun of what they call, like, I guess, wannabe collectors who are doing it at Walmart and Target. And leave that alone. That just seems so adolescent. Leave people the hell alone. So then I went to Recycled Sounds because Stuart asked me if I would be interested in this, and I said I would, and I'm glad I got it. The new Boris with Merzbau. 2 Roy, 2 Po, 2 PO, whatever it means. This is just a straight magenta. You know, they put their records out in multiple editions of funky-looking vinyl. Here in Omaha, I was only able to get the magenta only, listen to me. But they put out some really fascinating color blends. My thought is, being in Omaha, this would be the last place to get one of the super cool ones. I'm probably right. I really like Boris and Merzbau. And as I was listening to it yesterday, and just listening and thinking and doing something else, I stopped for a minute because I was really enjoying it. And I just thought to myself, do I really like this music? You know, is this just a stance, or do I really like this? Man, yeah, I really like this. I love what Merzbau does with sound. He's doing something on here where everything sounds like it's bubbling and crackling. Not what he usually... Yeah, he has like a power electronics thing he does. This is a nice development. And the music sounds like there's something that seems kind of somber and dire about many of the songs, like something bad has happened or is going to happen. I can relate to it. And I picked up something else. I haven't bought... I'll put it over here yet. I stopped following Tangerine Dream a long time ago. I just really got bored with them. And Stuart got in this and asked if I'd be interested. And I checked it out, and I said, yeah, I'll go ahead and get it. I didn't realize that there were no more Freezes. Edgar Freeze, Jerome Freeze, they're not in the band anymore. I was surprised to find that Ulrich Schnauz is in Tangerine Dream. So I picked this up, a new edition on vinyl of the Sessions 2. And this is on purple vinyl. And my cursory listen was, yeah, I kind of got bored with this. It's not that it's not good, but it's like, you know what they're going to do, you know. But anyway, I got it, so I intend to really give it a good listen here soon. Interestingly, folks, people, as I kind of thought would happen, I'm getting more requests to do interviews and podcasts, and I'm scheduling things to start after the holidays. The main thing I'm doing is making sure that people are legit, that these are legitimate requests, and but I'm open to it. I'm going to be scheduling some, and and maybe it's the holidays, but it's like, man, there's just been people are coming out of the woodwork trying to get a hold of me lately. I just want to send love to everyone. This is a bleak, weird Christmas. If we really ought to stay home and not travel. You really should stay home and not die. It's just, we're not in control. Stay safe, people.